Just your general thoughts first, Leslie.
Yeah, effort, commitment, desire to defend, I thought was very, very good. But the fundamentals of the game, the basics of the game, we just didn't do well enough. 8 yardage errors, unforced, just gifting them so much field position. And a team like Huddersfield, with the attacking threats that they've got, you can't afford to do that. So yeah, that was disappointing, but it was a strange sort of half time. Spoke about the positives from it is, I reckon a couple of weeks ago you could have easily been staring down a 30-pointer at half time. The fact that we were still within touching distance, albeit 10, I think it was 10-0 at that time, considering how much little possession and field position we had. We felt as though if we got some field position we'd be able to post some points and cause them some problems. And start that second half, we had a couple of opportunities but we just didn't quite nail them. And then they had a period where I think it was 60% possession to them and we only had 40% possession. They just started as a field position, started with the ball, and they managed to get a couple of scores on the back of that. So yeah, disappointing, but some lessons to be learned and some positives to take from it.
I was going to say, did you see some improvement tonight?
Yeah, I thought in good ball attack, the little amount that we had, we got Elliot Wallace away a couple of times, and if Jacob Miller picks the right pass on a couple of the shapes that were thrown at him, we could have posted some more points. But that's something that we'll be able to look at and review, and hope in the future that we start picking the right pass.
But still, those individual errors are costing you. How do you stamp something like that out? Because it's costing you results.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult. We speak from a technical, tactical point of view, and you have game plans, and you speak to the players about look at this opportunity and look at this option and do this, do that. But the basics of the game, they have to nail those. The amount of errors in play the ball, just not taking that extra second to play it. Those proved obviously criminal for us tonight.
Ian Watson just had a good word to say about Elliot Wallace. He had a strong performance on another night. Could have had a try, could have assisted a try, couldn't he?
Yeah, he's adamant that he wasn't in touch. He's Elliot. Jordan Turner was obviously looking from the position that he was in. He felt as though like he wasn't in touch. And Gaz Widderpool was obviously flawed from the tackle, which obviously got Elliot away. He seemed to think that he was in the clear, but when you're down there you don't get those decisions. But he's a big, strong, athletic thing is Elliot. He's moving in the right direction. He's working hard on his game, and I think he's someone certainly for the here and now, but he's also one for the future. A couple of times just the odd wrong decision, that instinct, to come off his left foot and maybe, think about running over the top of Lola here, and they didn't quite nail a pass play. So those are things which we'll obviously highlight and speak to him about from a review point of view, and he's a kid who will listen and take it on board, and he'll get better moving forward.
You've obviously had to shake the spine up a bit with Niall out. Have you seen enough tonight to suggest this might be the spine going forward?
Yeah, injuries can scupper any plans that you have, but I thought Gaz Widdock got around the field well. I thought he talked extremely well. Jack Broadbent obviously being that run threat on that right. I thought that there was some promise there, so it's something that we'll work on and try, hopefully, dependent that they'll get through obviously the injury call in the morning clear. That's something that we'll look to build on moving forward.
It's the 6th loss in a row. I mean, how do you stop this run?
How do you stop this run?
Yeah. Obviously, a run of defeats becomes perpetuating, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I think we've gone down the route of hitting them over the head with a big stick, and that obviously just hurts the confidence. They need to be told, but it's picking the right way to tell them. We've got to try and be positive and try and focus on the things that we did well, but also learn from the things that we didn't do well, and we've got to improve those areas. It's a long old season. We're getting an opportunity on Saturday at the Magic Weekend, to fix some of the things that we've done tonight poorly, and hope that we get the same sort of commitment and effort from the 17 guys that play, and we can get a better performance, and hopefully that'll take care of the result.